Hello my Facebook friends, how are you? Elda here. It is Sunday afternoon meal prep time and I am making, it is pumpkin season, so I'm gonna do a chocolate pumpkin swirl muffin with no flour. How about that? Anyways, we're gonna start with 2 eggs that let them sit out for about 30 minutes or so, just so that they're room temperature, not really cold. We're gonna add 2 cups of peanut butter or almond butter, whatever you prefer. I sometimes do a little bit of both. Right now I just have my peanut butter out, so I'm gonna use that. Always when you buy your peanut butter, make sure the only ingredient is peanuts on it. No added fillers, no Skippy, none of that stuff. That is not good for you. Anyways, 2 cups. I don't measure a lot of stuff, as you know about me, so I estimate my amount. This is smooth peanut butter, and then my other one is crunchy. Sometimes with baking, I like to use crunchy because it gives that little bit of crunch in whatever I'm making. Usually if it's cookies especially, then you don't have to worry about putting nuts in there. So I need 2 cups of that, and as you know, when you buy that really just peanuts of ingredients, you get that oil all at the top, so you have to mix it up pretty good. So I'm gonna estimate that to be about 2 cups. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. That's okay, close enough. 2 cups of peanut butter, half a cup of maple syrup. That is totally dependent on how sweet you like your goods. I'm not a huge, I love sweets, don't get me wrong, but my baking and stuff, my cookies, I don't love super sweet. So I probably won't put the whole half a cup. You could also use honey instead of maple syrup. And for those of you that still use sugar, just make sure it's raw sugar. Okay, that's my maple syrup. Okay, and then we're gonna put 1.5 cups of pumpkin puree, organic pumpkin. 1.5 cups is about 1 can. So just add that into there. And with pumpkin season comes 8 million recipes online. So if you're ever looking for something you want to make with pumpkin, just go on Pinterest is great. But anywhere online right now has a ton of pumpkin recipes, and I like to try them all because I love most things pumpkin. I love. And if you hear that little noise, that is my fan that I have going on. I bought this cute little fan. You will see it. That I got off Amazon because they get really hot. You know, it's coming to that age. So that is really helpful. I can take that anywhere too. And no, I don't have selling rights for that or anything, but just a little FYI. Okay, 1.5 cups of pumpkin puree. Then we're gonna put, let's put baking soda and vanilla. So let's see how much baking soda, 2 teaspoons and 2 teaspoons. Now, baking soda, I do measure. That is one thing I do measure, that and baking soda, because that can really make or break your thing. So 2 teaspoons of baking soda. Vanilla, never measure that. Because if you have a little extra vanilla, nothing wrong with that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix this up. Half of the batter we are gonna put in our muffin tins that I have lined with silicone. Those you don't really have to spray. Sometimes I like to though, because then it's just really super easy to undo, which I probably will do that with my coconut spray, sorry. Just to keep it, and that's super simple. Okay, so you mix that all up. Hopefully you can see that. It's very pumpkin-y and peanut buttery. So we're gonna put half of this batter into our little cups. Let me bring that over. get, we'll use this to fill those. And I'll just do like oh no, I gotta kind of do them all. Sorry, you gotta be on here with me because the rest of the recipe is what I do after the other half. So hang tight. Ask questions if you want, although I don't always see them, unfortunately, with this Facebook Live until after. But if you have questions, ask them, and I will go back and look and answer them for you. Oh, kind of made a mess. Okay, so you do half of the batter at the bottom. Then what I'm gonna do is in this batter, I am gonna add, I gotta look at the measurements. I wanna say 5 tablespoons of organic cacao powder, but I gotta double check. And just make sure they're kind of even, but that's good. Okay, let me show you those and let me just clean up that little mess I got going on here. It's not always pretty. Okay. Yes, I will put the recipe at the bottom in the comments when I'm done. Thanks for hopping on, Tana. Okay, so that's half filled. Then what I'm gonna do, and let me just 5 tablespoons. This I will probably measure too because sometimes if you put too much cacao powder, for me it's a little bit strong and I love chocolate, but so I'm just gonna add, let me move those away for now. Oh. Bring back my pumpkin. So this is the other half of it. So I'm gonna add 5 tablespoons of this, and we're gonna add some chocolate chips to this too. And yes, you make a little bit of a mess in your kitchen, but that's okay. Thank you, Tana. You're so sweet. Okay, I'm gonna put 1 less than 5 because I don't want it super chocolatey, but the recipe is 5. Now chocolate chips. I always buy the dark chocolate chips, totally whatever you prefer. I also buy these because I used to eat these when I wasn't having dairy. And now I like them because they're really little and they taste like in baking you can't even tell. So I still buy those. Okay, so now this is just a chocolatey version of what we had going on there. A 1/4 cup of these, and no, I'm not going to measure those because I'll add a few extras. I like chocolate chips. Okay, so I'll just do a few of these so I don't keep you on here forever on this Sunday, as a lot of you probably want to be watching football. But let's just even that out. Okay. I'm going to use a teaspoon. So we're just going to put that little there. I'll do 3 of them so you can kind of just get the gist of it. Then what you do, and hopefully you can see this, grab a toothpick and just kind of swirl it together. Or stir it up, whatever you want to call it. And so they get kind of a nice color. They're a mixture, a marbly kind of color, of a little bit of orange and chocolate. And okay, and let me just show you those. And I'm gonna just keep on going, and then, oh, I gotta preheat my oven to 350. Okay, and you will bake those for, let me look, 25 to 30 minutes, or as you know, put a toothpick in, and if it comes out then. So, thank you guys all for watching. Please share this with anyone you'd like. And also, I will post a recipe in the comments, and I will post a picture as well when they are out of the oven. All right, you guys, thanks again. Always appreciate your support. Happy Sunday.